trust to someone else to take care of their child. Once again, this child found unconscious. The babysitter is now being questioned. Most importantly to note, this is not a homicide case as of yet, as it is still pending the review of an autopsy by the medical examiner.
And I hope it was no foul play involved, though, honestly. So that's terrible to hear.
Shocking news of this kind is never easy to absorb. As shortly past 10 p.m. on Sunday night, a 16-month-old boy is reported to be in cardiac arrest. When officers out of the NYPD's 120th precinct show up to the scene, the FDNY is already performing CPR on little Anthony Delgado.
Not something that you hear all the time.
Within minutes, the child is transferred to Staten Island University Hospital North, where he is ultimately pronounced dead.
I went to sleep and I wake up, everybody's like, oh, your friend's son is dead.
Ricky Perez knew little Anthony and his mother, Marta Delgado. The 22-year-old was one of the last people to see the child alive. And the woman he was with was Gloria Fields, the child's babysitter. Last night, you saw this child. Less than 24 hours later, look to your left shoulder. You see members of the NYPD crime scene unit investigating because of what happened. How does that strike you?
It's emotional. It hurts because it could be mine, it could be yours, it could be anybody's. And to be able to have somebody in your life you could trust, and then something happens like that, it's sick. Like, that's just, babies don't just turn up dead.
Fields and a male acquaintance, Michael Ambrose, according to law enforcement, are being questioned at the 120th precinct. As for the family of the mother and the child, they did not want to talk about their sudden loss. The news was also hard for 25-year-old Gabby Redamar, who not only knew Marta, but has a little boy of her own.
She cared about her baby very much. All she cared about was, her baby.
One resident inside the building tells Pix 11 News that Fields has a history of personal as well as child custody issues. For Tyrone Arroyo, who was holding his son Zachary during our interview, the loss of innocence is painful.
It's heartbreaking, man. Honestly, that's why you got to be careful.
Yeah, a very disturbing case out here on Staten Island. As for the family, they tell me that they plan on holding a vigil this evening at about 7 p.m. to remember the life of this young child. Most importantly, once again, to note here, it's the medical examiner's report and what they ultimately rule in this child. Live from Staten Island, Mario Diaz.